Hey folks, welcome back to Carl's Place. I'm Carl, and today I'm going to show you something classic and simple. I'm going to show you how to make homemade mac and cheese. Nothing better than that. Stay with me. All right, I'm super excited to show you this recipe today. Mac and cheese, classic, totally classic. It's been around probably for millennia, maybe millions of years. I can picture the cavemen just sitting around having their mac and cheese with a side of pterodactyl. Fantastic. So I think a lot of people are afraid of mac and cheese because it seems like it's a lot more complex than what it actually is. I'm going to show you how nice and simple it is, nice and easy. The recipe I'm going to make is a fairly large casserole, but all the ingredients I'm using, it's very easy to cut everything in half. So if you want to make a smaller mac and cheese, it's easy to do that. I like leftovers, and the mac and cheese freezes well. So let's get on with the ingredients. First off, preheat your oven to 375. Get that ready. What we're going to need is 1 pound of cooked macaroni according to the package. Now it's still steaming a little bit, so it's still hot. Need 4 cups of whole milk, a half a cup of all-purpose flour, a half a cup or 1 stick of butter, and 16 ounces of your favorite cheddar cheese. Now I'm using a combination of orange and white, sharp and extra sharp. And of course, it's probably about a teaspoon of salt and pepper mixed. Again, it's your preference. If you like it saltier, put more salt. If you like it less salty, put less salt. It's your choice. It's your mac and cheese. Now for the topping, what I do is I use just regular breadcrumbs, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle some olive oil in here, mix it up, and then sprinkle that on the top with some extra cheese. Now the next ingredient is optional. What I'm going to show you is basic mac and cheese. I love basic mac and cheese, but sometimes I like a little something in there. So I took a ham steak, a breakfast ham steak. I cooked it up to get some of the moisture out because you don't want soggy mac and cheese, and just cut it up into cubes. Again, this is optional. You can leave it out. You can use something else. You can use bacon. You could use sausage. You could put veggies in your mac and cheese. You could put mushrooms, whatever you like. So this is just one filler that I put in. So that's it. Let's move over to the stove, and we're going to make our cheese sauce. All right, what we're going to make first is called a roux. So that is the flour and the butter. To make a roux, you always have to have equal parts of flour and butter. Now you want to melt your butter first. Okay, I'm going to switch to a whisk because we're going to end up having to whisk this together and cook it. And the reason for doing this is not only does it thicken the sauce, but you have to, flour has a very raw taste to it. So if you don't cook it, your sauce is going to taste like flour. So you need to cook it up first with the butter. And I have it on, let's put it down to medium high. All right, the butter's just about melted. You can add your flour now. Just throw it in there and start whisking away. Now you want to continuously stir this. Do not stop stirring this, otherwise it will burn. You see what it looks like? And you want to cook this probably for a minute or so until you get the smell of roasted peanuts. Yeah, almost there. Now, when you're cooking a gravy or something, if you make the roux a lot darker, say you're making a beef broth, the broth will come out darker. So, but I don't want it to burn, because I want my sauce to be light. And I think that's about it. Probably about a minute and a half, constantly whisking. All right, now this comes the fun part. You want to take your four cups of milk and add it slowly, continuously stirring the whole time. and turn your heat up because you want it to come to a boil. Make sure you whisk it really well. You want to get rid of all those lumps. The edges. Throw the rest in there and bring to a boil. Okay, I'm going to add the salt and pepper now. You can see how thick it's becoming. All right, I'm shutting the heat off now because this is thickening up pretty quickly. I'm going to remove it from the heat. Let's taste it first. Just give it a... Oh my. All right, now you can see the sauce is nice and thick. Perfect. So what you want to do is throw in most of your cheese. Actually, I'm going to switch to a stirrer instead of a whisk. All right, you want to throw in most of your cheese. I'm going to say about a half a cup to throw on the top because I'm going to have this along with the breadcrumbs. So you want to start mixing that in. Okay. Throw in your macaroni, which is a little sticky. That's okay. Ooh. And just stir from the bottom up. Make sure you get it all mixed in. That macaroni split up. And now I'm going to throw in my ham. Okay, let's get a baking dish. And just pour it right into your baking dish. Okay. Okay, so now for the topping, I have just plain breadcrumbs. And I'm going to drizzle probably about 2 tablespoons of olive oil because you want to just moisten the breadcrumbs. And mix that up. Okay, a little bit more. You want to do it just until the olive oil gets absorbed. And start sprinkling it on the top. Okay. I didn't need the whole thing, so I think it's probably safe to use just a half a cup of the breadcrumbs. Should be enough. And the rest of your cheese. All right. And that is it. That is your macaroni and cheese. Now, all you have to do is throw this in the oven for the 375 oven for about 15 minutes until it's just nice and getting brown and a little crispy if you like. So about 15 minutes and then we're going to check it. Okay, folks, we have mac and cheese. It's been about 20 minutes and it's to the brownness that I like. So let's get a close look. It's still hot. I'm not going to eat it yet. I have to let it cool down. and it looks delicious. Hopefully it'll taste the same. We'll see. Let it cool down and I'll be back. Cheers. Okay, I'm ready to dig in. So I just wanted to say too, when I was making the sauce with the roux and the milk. Now the roux, the milk, and the little salt and pepper, if you added just a little touch of ground nutmeg, you would have what they call a bechamel sauce, which is a simple white sauce. It is absolutely delicious on chicken, on veggies, anything. You don't even have to add the cheese. It's delicious just like it is. So, but then you add the cheese, and you have that. You add different other ingredients. You have different variations of different kind of sauces, all based on that base bechamel sauce. So let's eat the mac and cheese. Hopefully it's cool enough so I don't really burn myself. Just going to take a little corner here. Oh, look at that. Okay, I'm going to slide this out of the way. Oops, something fell. Now what what I'll do with this is I'm going to let this cool down completely. Then I can actually slice it. I'm going to slice it into portions. I'm going to freeze it, and then I'm going to pull them out of the freezer and vacuum suck it, and I'll have a meal ready to go for a month or so. So there we go, mac and cheese. A little bit of ham in there. Nice crispy cheese topping. Looks like the sauce has been absorbed into the macaroni nicely. Let's give it a taste without the ham first. I outdid myself, I have to say. This is good. Cheesy, you get the pasta bite. So good, creamy. Let's try with the ham. Oh yeah. The ham just steps it up a notch. So good. I don't know if this is going to make it to the freezer, which is bad. I was able to get into a regular t-shirt today. That may go away soon. Definite comfort food. And mac and cheese, you can use it as a side dish or just a meal by itself. A lot of people add hot dogs. I've never had it with hot dogs, but I'm sure that'd be good. So delicious. So comforting. And really any time of the year, because even though you turn your oven on, even if it's summertime, it's not on for that long. So it's worth it just to get this. So, okay, folks, that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Really help me out and subscribe. And if you have subscribed, hit your notification button so you don't miss any future videos from Carl's Place. Have a cheesy day, guys.